Andy Johnson. We are looking at some motivation things. This will be a series of short mini lectures on different aspects of motivation. Motivation, an internal state. Can't see it, can see the effects of it, but we cannot see that internal state. You can't actually measure it. It's a force that causes us, it directs our attention, causes us to engage in behavior, to maintain behavior. So how do we motivate students to learn? As educators, that is our task, that is our goal, but that's the wrong question. Humans are naturally inclinated to learn. It is a natural human condition. So the question becomes, why are students not motivated to learn? What happens to students when they enter kindergarten, ready, excited to learn? What happens to pound this out of them? The education machinery seems to pound all the joy and the love of learning out of students, this natural human condition. Why? What happens? What is wrong with our system? A couple ideas, 12 big ideas related to motivation. Motivation and achievement are highly correlated. Now, correlation does not infer causation. We cannot say that one thing causes the other. We cannot say that motivation causes high achievement or that high achievement causes motivation, but they are related, so we should attend to them. Motivation, high related to positive attitude and persistence. A student who is motivated is more likely to persist if problems become difficult, if learning becomes difficult. Better attitude, less behavior management problems. Motivation, good. So incentives, what are the incentives to learn? Incentives differ from student to student. What is motivating for one may not be motivating to the other. An incentive is an object or event that encourages or discourages behavior. We usually think in terms of rewards and punishments. That's what we think of as an incentive to do something, an incentive to learn. But motivating students is more than simply finding rewards and punishments. That's training mice. That's not teaching students. We are teachers. We are teaching the correct behavior. We are not training mice. As well, when we think of motivations for learning or motivations for doing certain things, short-term motivation does not mean a long-term inclination. All right? As a matter of fact, incentives, external rewards and punishments, may actually diminish this natural inclination to learn or to act. You become dependent upon it. And as soon as the threat of punishment or the possibility of reward disappears, the target behaviors also disappear. If you're rewarded only by the need to earn a reward or to escape punishment. Now, why aren't students motivated to learn? Sometimes there is a mismatch between students' goals and school's goals. Again, remember, all students, all human beings are naturally inclinated, naturally motivated to learn and to achieve. But students' goals could be things such as social interactions, friendships, relationships. School things, not so much. But here is the magic secret of it all. If we understand our students as human beings, and if we align school goals with this natural inclination, students' natural inclination to learn, to find out about themselves, teaching and learning become effortless. Students learn more, and students' teaching becomes more effective. That does not mean that we abandon school goals and curriculums. It simply means we try to align them to the greatest degree possible. That's where the creative, intelligent teacher comes. You cannot simply buy a standardized curriculum and put students through it like they are widgets traveling along a conveyor belt. Real learning is a natural state of all human beings. It does not have to be coerced. Learning is a natural inclination. There's no such thing, really, as a learning disability. There may be a learning certain things disability or a learning school things disability, but human beings learn, natural inclination to find out about the world in which we live. Choice, also the last thing about motivation, is a powerful motivator. When students are empowered to make choices, they are more motivated to learn. Now, choice does not mean total choice all the time, but neither does it mean no choice none of the time. It could be choice of what to learn, how to demonstrate their learning when they want to learn certain things. As well, what's good for the student is good for the teacher. Teachers need choice. They need to be empowered to make the choices that are best for their students. Teachers are more empowered and more effective when they also are able to make the choices. They know best about what their students need. They should be empowered to make these choices. All right, just some big ideas about motivation.